everyone, it's Sarah here, and welcome to this special episode where we will talk about a very important and common topic in daily English conversations, your job. Whether you're preparing for a job interview, introducing yourself at a networking event, or simply chatting with a new friend, being able to talk about your job in English is a key skill. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a situation where someone asked you, "What do you do for a living?" and you suddenly froze? You knew the answer in your head, but the words didn't come out right? Don't worry, you're not alone. Many English learners feel shy or nervous when it comes to describing their job. Today, we're going to change that. In this video, I'll guide you step by step with clear examples and simple language. We will learn how to describe your job title, your daily tasks, your work environment, your professional background, and even your career goals. I'll also help you sound natural and confident when talking about your job, whether you're a student working part-time, a doctor, a teacher, a business owner, or someone currently looking for work. Why is this important? Because talking about your job is one of the first things people ask when they meet you. It gives them a better idea of who you are. It can lead to new opportunities, friendships, and even job offers. The way you talk about your work can show your confidence, your personality, and your level of professionalism. Also, when you practice talking about your job in English, you are not just improving your vocabulary. You are also improving your grammar, sentence structure, and pronunciation. It's a full package for English learning. Here's how we'll structure this lesson. First, we will learn how to introduce your job title and company. Then, we'll talk about your daily responsibilities. Next, we'll describe your work environment and tools. After that, we'll learn how to talk about your career path and experience. Then, we'll cover how to speak about your future goals and dreams. Finally, we'll talk about common problems or challenges at work and how to express them politely. By the end of this video, you'll be ready to talk about your job in English with confidence and fluency. So, are you ready to learn with me? Let's get started! Today, we're going to start with a simple but important topic: how to talk about your job in English. Let's begin with the most common question you will hear. What do you do? This question means, what is your job? What kind of work do you do? Let me give you some simple answers. I'm a teacher. I work in a hospital. I'm an engineer. I'm a student. I'm looking for a job. I run my own business. As you can see, you don't need to say too much. Start simple. Let's repeat the question and answer a few times together. Question: what do you do? Answer: I'm a teacher. Question: what do you do? Answer: I'm a student. Question: what do you do? Answer: I work for a construction company. Good! Now let's learn how to add more information. You can talk about where you work, what you do, who you help, why you like your job. Let's look at some examples. Example 1. Talking about your job as a nurse. I'm a nurse. I work at a big hospital in the city. I help sick people feel better. I like my job because I love helping others. Example 2. Talking about your job in construction. I'm a construction worker. I build roads and houses. I work with a team of engineers. My job is hard, but I feel proud when I finish a project. Example 3. Talking about your job as a shop assistant. I work in a clothing store. I help customers find clothes. I enjoy talking to people and giving fashion advice. Now let's practice together. Try to make your own answer using this model. I'm a job. I work at place. What you do? I like my job because reason. Here's mine. I'm an English teacher. I work online. I help students speak English with confidence. I love my job because I meet people from all over the world. What about you? Try now. Pause the video, write your sentence, and say it out loud. Don't worry about mistakes. Practice is more important than perfection. Useful vocabulary. Let's learn some vocabulary for jobs. Repeat after me. Teacher, engineer, driver, mechanic, police officer, farmer, cook, waiter, waitress, shop assistant, doctor, nurse. Great, now let's add some verbs. I work at, I help people, I build houses, I teach children, I repair cars, I serve food, I sell clothes, I drive a bus. You can mix them and build your own sentences. Mini dialogue practice. Let's do a short conversation between two people. A. Hi, what do you do? B. I'm a mechanic. A. Oh, nice. Where do you work? B. I work at a garage near the market. A. Do you like your job? B. Yes, I do. I enjoy fixing cars. Try to repeat this dialogue. You can change the job to yours. Tips for practice. Record yourself speaking about your job. Use your phone or a mirror to practice. Listen to how native speakers talk about their jobs. Use simple words. It's okay to start small. Add more information as you feel confident. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. The goal is to speak with confidence and clarity. That's all for part 1. Stay motivated, keep practicing, and remember, you can do it. I'm so happy you're still with me. In this part, we are going to focus on how to describe your job role clearly in English. This is important when you're meeting new people, talking to your boss, or even during a job interview. Being able to explain what you do helps build confidence, improve conversations, and create connections with others. Step 1. Use simple present tense. When you talk about your job, use the simple present tense because it describes something you do regularly. For example, I work as a teacher. She manages the sales department. They repair computers. Practice. Say, I work as a, and complete the sentence with your job. Step 2. Use action verbs to describe your tasks. Let's now look at common action verbs that help you explain what you do every day. Examples. I write reports. I answer emails. I meet clients. I design websites. I teach children. I prepare documents. Practice. Think of 3 things you do at your job and say them like this. I write reports, I attend meetings, and I call customers. Step 3. Talk about where you work. Describe your workplace. This gives more context and makes your explanation clearer. Examples. I work in a hospital. I work at a bank. I work from home. I work on a construction site. Now you try. I work at E. Step 4. Add who you work with. You can also say who you work with. Examples. I work with children. I work with engineers. I work with patients. I work with customers. Example sentence. I work with international clients in a travel agency. Try your own. I work with walk. Step 5. Talk about your working hours. You can also describe your working hours. Examples. I work full-time. I work part-time. I work night shifts. I work from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Practice. I work full-time in the clinic. Step 6. Combine all the information. Now let's put everything together. Example 1. I work as a nurse in a hospital. I take care of patients. I work with doctors, and I work night shifts. Example 2. I'm a software developer. I design websites and mobile apps. I work from home and collaborate with a remote team. Now it's your turn. Use this pattern. I work as a in hobby. I work at in online. I work with way. I do these tasks. I work hours. Try to write 4 or 5 sentences. Speak them out loud. Bonus vocabulary. Here are some useful job-related words. Manage, to be in charge of. Supervise, to guide and check work. Assist, to help someone. Organize, to plan things. Develop, to create new things. Support, to give help or assistance. Use them in your own sentences. I manage a small team. I support customers with their orders. I develop training materials. Speaking tip. Don't worry about being perfect. Focus on clear sentences and speak slowly. Practice your job description every day. You can do it in front of a mirror or record yourself. Here's a simple model to repeat. My name is Sarah. I work as a customer service agent. I work at a call center. I help people solve their problems. I work full-time. Great job so far. In the next part, we'll talk about how to explain your job to someone you just met, like at a party or in a professional meeting. Welcome back to part 3 of our series, Talk About Your Job in English. By now, you've learned how to describe your job role, your tasks, where you work, and who you work with. In this part, we'll focus on how to talk about your job when you meet someone new, maybe at a social event, a business networking event, or even just with a friend. Talking about your job in these situations might feel a little different, but it's still important to be able to explain it simply and clearly. Step 1. Start with a simple introduction. When you meet someone, the first thing they often ask is, "What do you do?" This is a very common question. It's a way of asking, "What's your job?" Here are some simple ways to answer. I'm a teacher. I work as a nurse in a hospital. I'm a software engineer. I'm a freelancer, and I work in marketing. I run my own business. This answer is enough to introduce your job clearly. Step 2. Give more details about your job. After answering the question, you can explain what you do in more detail. It's a good idea to make the conversation interesting by talking about the aspects of your job that you find exciting or different. For example, I'm a teacher. I teach English online to students from all over the world. I work as a nurse in a hospital. I help take care of patients and assist the doctors during surgeries. I'm an engineer. I design bridges and roads for new construction projects. Notice how each sentence explains a bit more about the job, such as where they work, who they work with, or what their specific tasks are. Step 3. Talk about why you enjoy your job. People love to hear about what excites you about your job. Why do you enjoy it? Here are some examples of things you could say. I really enjoy helping people, which is why I love being a nurse. I love learning new things, and that's why I became an engineer. I enjoy the challenge of problem solving in my job as a software developer. I enjoy talking with students and helping them improve their English. If you enjoy your work, share that enthusiasm. It's a great way to connect with others. Step 4. Show your passion and interest in your field. People love it when you talk about your job with passion, so don't be afraid to explain why you are excited about your career or the company you work for. For example, I work for a startup, and it's exciting because we are constantly working on new projects. As a teacher, I'm passionate about helping my students grow their skills and knowledge. I love my job because I'm constantly learning about the latest technology in the industry. You can also mention your future goals in your job, which adds another layer of interest to the conversation. I'm planning to go back to school to get my master's degree in computer science. I hope to one day manage a team of designers. By talking about your passion and future goals, you show that you are committed to your career and always looking to improve. Step 5. Answering follow-up questions. In most conversations, people will ask follow-up questions. These are questions that continue the discussion after you've explained your job. Here are some examples. Question: what made you choose this career? Answer: I've always been interested in helping people, which is why I chose to become a nurse. Question: what do you enjoy most about your job? Answer: I enjoy the fact that every day is different, and I get to meet new people. Question: what's the best part of your job? Answer: the best part of my job is when I see my students finally understand a difficult concept. Being prepared for follow-up questions will make you sound more confident and conversational. You don't need to worry about having all the answers ready. Just be natural and open. Step 6. Keep the conversation going. After you've talked about your job, try to ask the other person about their work too. This keeps the conversation going and shows that you are interested in them as well. For example, how about you? What do you do? That sounds interesting. Can you tell me more about your job? I'd love to hear more about your work. What's a typical day like for you? This turns the conversation into a two-way exchange and creates a more engaging discussion. Recap. Example conversation. Now let's put everything together in an example conversation. Hi, I'm Sarah. I work as an English teacher online. I teach students from all over the world. I really enjoy my job because I love helping my students improve their English skills.
That sounds great. I'm John, by the way. I'm a software developer. I work for a tech company and I design websites and mobile apps.
Wow, that sounds exciting. How did you get into that field?
Well, I've always been interested in technology. I started learning coding in college, and I've been working as a developer ever since. What about you? Why did you choose to teach English?
I've always had a passion for languages, and I wanted to help people communicate better. I also love learning about new cultures from my students.
That's really cool. I think teaching is such an important job. How long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching for about 5 years now, and it's been an amazing journey. In this section, we'll focus on how to describe your daily tasks and responsibilities at work. Whether you're a student, teacher, nurse, driver, engineer, or entrepreneur, this part will help you express what you actually do in your job. Ready? Let's begin. 1. Start with I am responsible for. This is a very natural way to begin when describing your tasks. I am responsible for answering customer emails. I am responsible for teaching mathematics to students. I am responsible for managing the sales team. I am responsible for cleaning the hotel rooms. If you do many things, you can say, I have several responsibilities at work. 2. Use I usually, I often, I always to describe routines. These words help you talk about how often you do certain tasks. I usually start my day with a team meeting. I often check my emails in the morning. I always prepare reports on Fridays. You can also add time expressions. Every day, I speak with clients from different countries. Twice a week, I attend planning meetings. 3. Use action verbs to describe tasks. Here are some useful verbs and examples. Manage. I manage 5 employees. Assist. I assist customers with their orders. Fix. I fix computers and install software. Prepare. I prepare documents and reports. Organize. I organize events and meetings. Deliver. I deliver packages to customers. Clean. I clean the office every evening. 4. Combine tasks for better fluency. Once you know some verbs and phrases, you can combine them to make your speech smoother. I manage the inventory and prepare weekly reports. I answer phone calls, assist customers, and update the database. I organize classes, help students with homework and grade exams. This shows you are confident and fluent. 5. Talk about your work tools or environment. Describing how and where you work adds more detail. I work on a computer most of the time. I use Microsoft Excel to create reports. I work in an open office with 10 colleagues. I travel often for work. You can also say, I use special equipment like cameras and tripods. I spend most of my time in the field, not in the office. 6. Practice with examples. Let's look at a few role-specific examples you can repeat. Cook. I prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinner for customers. I manage kitchen staff and make sure everything is clean. Teacher. I prepare lessons, teach grammar, and check homework. I also attend meetings and talk to parents. Office worker. I answer emails, write reports, and attend meetings. I often work with other departments on projects. Technician. I install machines and fix technical problems. I also test equipment to make sure everything works. 7. Practice exercise. Repeat out loud. Let's practice together. Repeat these sentences after me. I am responsible for managing the store. I usually answer emails in the morning. I prepare documents and assist my manager. I work with a team of engineers. Every Friday, I report my weekly tasks. Practice these every day and try to make your own examples using your real job. Let's move on to another important topic when talking about your job: how to describe the challenges you face and how you solve them. Every job has problems, but speaking about them in English shows your thinking, your attitude, and your confidence. Let's learn how to do that step by step. A. Introduce the challenge. When you talk about a problem, begin by saying what the challenge was. Use simple structures like, one challenge I often face is, sometimes my job can be difficult because the most challenging part of my job is. Example, one challenge I often face is working under pressure to meet deadlines. Sometimes my job is difficult because I deal with unhappy customers. These sentences are polite and professional. You are not complaining, you are explaining. B. Talk about your feelings, optional. It's okay to add one sentence about how you feel in that situation. For example, at first it was stressful. I used to feel nervous. I didn't know what to do in the beginning. This makes your story real and human, but keep it short and stay positive. C. Explain the solution. Now tell what you do to solve the problem. This is the most important part. Use phrases like, to solve this, I try to stay calm and I ask for help when needed. Now I have a good method to. Example, to solve this, I make a clear plan for my tasks. Now I always talk to my manager early if I see a delay. You show that you are smart and active, not someone who waits for others to fix things. D. Show the result. After you give your solution, add the result. Did it work? What changed? Phrases to use. It works well now. This helps me stay organized. Thanks to this, I feel more confident. Now my manager trusts me more. Example. Now I finish my reports on time and my manager is happy. This helps me feel more relaxed at work. E. Full example. Let's put everything together in one paragraph. One challenge I often face is managing many tasks at the same time. At first, I felt overwhelmed and made mistakes. To solve this, I started writing a to-do list every morning. I also use a calendar to plan deadlines. Now, I feel more organized, and I complete my work on time. My team also asks me for help because they see I am well prepared. That's a perfect way to show your skills and progress. F. Other common challenges with vocabulary. Here are more examples of job challenges and useful phrases. Challenge and useful English sentence. Dealing with angry customers. I listen carefully and stay calm to help them feel heard. Working under pressure. I stay focused and break big tasks into small ones. Learning new software. I take online courses to improve my skills. Communicating with a big team. I send clear emails and give short updates in meetings. You can choose the ones that fit your own job and practice them. G. Practice time. Now try this. Think of a real challenge in your job. Say it like this. The problem, one challenge I face is, you're feeling, at first I felt, the solution, to solve it the result, now I, write it down or say it aloud. Example. One challenge I face is giving presentations. At first I was nervous and forgot my words. To solve it, I practice in front of a mirror and write simple notes. Now I feel more confident and speak clearly. H. Final tips. Be honest, but always end on a positive note. Focus on solutions, not just problems. Use clear, short sentences. Smile when speaking. It shows you are proud of your progress. In the next part, we'll learn how to describe your future goals in English. This is a great way to show motivation and ambition. Stay with me, you're doing great. Let me know. What is one challenge you have in your job? Write it in the comments. We can help each other learn the right words. Now, let's talk about something very important. How to describe problems at work and talk about your future goals. Being able to express these things in English will help you in real conversations and job interviews too. 1. Talking about work challenges. In every job, we all face difficulties. Let's learn how to describe them in a simple way. Key phrases. One challenge I face is, it's sometimes difficult to, I often have problems with. A common issue is, example sentences. One challenge I face is meeting deadlines during busy periods. It's sometimes difficult to deal with angry customers. I often have problems with the internet connection at the office. A common issue is poor communication between departments. Now let's create a short paragraph using these phrases. At my job, I face some challenges. One big challenge is working under pressure. Sometimes I have to finish many tasks in a short time. It can be stressful. I also work with different teams, and sometimes communication is a problem, but I always try to stay calm and solve issues step by step. Good job! Try writing or saying a paragraph like that about your own challenges. 2. Talking about how you solve problems. Now, let's learn how to talk about solutions or how you manage difficult situations. Key phrases. I try to stay calm and organized. I ask my team for help. I take short breaks to reduce stress. I focus on one task at a time. Example. When I feel stressed, I try to stay calm. I write a list of my tasks and do them one by one. I also talk to my manager if I need help. This helps me to solve problems more easily. You can also say, I usually talk to my colleague to find a solution. I use a planner to manage my time better. 3. Talking about your future goals. Let's now learn how to talk about your dreams and future in your job. Key phrases. In the future, I want to. My goal is to become a. I would like to learn more about. I hope to get promoted. Example sentences. In the future, I want to become a manager. My goal is to improve my English for international meetings. I would like to learn more about computer programming. I hope to work in another country someday. Let's build a small paragraph using these ideas. Right now, I am happy with my job, but I want to grow. My goal is to become a supervisor. I want to learn leadership skills and improve my English. I hope to take more training and attend workshops. I believe that if I keep working hard, I will achieve my goals. 4. Practice dialogue. Here's a mini conversation using the vocabulary you've just learned.
Do you face any challenges at work, Sarah?
Yes, I do. Sometimes I have to finish reports quickly, and it's stressful.
How do you manage that?
I make a task list and focus on one thing at a time. I also take breaks to stay fresh.
That's great. What are your career goals?
I want to become a team leader. I'm taking online courses to improve my skills. John, you're doing a great job. 5. Quick recap. Let's review what we learned in this part. How to talk about problems at work. Useful phrases to describe solutions. How to express your future goals and dreams. A simple dialogue to practice. Take time to speak aloud using these phrases. You can also write about your own experiences using this model. This will help you become more confident in English. Congratulations! If you've made it this far, you've done an amazing job. We've talked about how to describe your job, your workplace, your daily routine, your responsibilities, and even your job preferences and dreams. All these parts are important if you want to feel confident speaking about your job in English. Let me remind you of something. Speaking English about your real life is one of the best ways to improve your fluency. Your job is a big part of your life, and when you learn to talk about it, you're building vocabulary, grammar, and confidence all at once. Let's take a quick look at what we learned. In part 1, you learned how to introduce your job simply. I'm a teacher. I work in a hospital. I am self-employed. In part 2, you described your workplace and work environment. My office is big. I work with a team. We have many meetings. In part 3, we explored your typical day at work, talking about time and actions. I check emails at 8 a.m. I meet clients in the afternoon. In part 4, we focused on responsibilities. I manage a team of 5 people. I prepare monthly reports. I organize events. In part 5, we talked about your feelings and opinions. I love my job. It can be stressful. In the future, I want to change careers. In part 6, we explored your dream job and future plans. I want to become a nurse. I am taking online courses. I hope to work abroad. Now that you have all these tools, the next step is practice. But how? Here are 5 simple steps you can start today. 1. Practice with yourself. Yes, speak to yourself. Look in the mirror and say, "My name is David. I work as a mechanic. I start work at 7 a.m." Do this every day for just 5 minutes. It will build your confidence quickly. 2. Record your voice. Use your phone and record yourself answering questions like, "What do you do? Where do you work? What are your responsibilities?" Then listen and correct yourself. This is how many learners become fluent. 3. Join our English community. You don't have to do this alone. In our 30-day English challenge, you will practice every day, get feedback, learn with others, have fun. If you're serious about improving, comment below. I'm interested. We'll send you the link to join the group. It's free to start. 4. Share this video with a friend. If you have a friend or colleague who also wants to speak English, share this video with them right now. 5. Watch again and shadow. Shadowing means listening and repeating what I say word for word with the same rhythm and tone. Rewatch this video. This will help your pronunciation and memory. Remember, you don't need perfect English to speak about your job. You need clear English. And clear English comes from practice, not perfection. Every day, try to speak 1 or 2 sentences about your job in English. Use simple grammar, use the vocabulary you learned here, and be patient with yourself. Here's a challenge for you. In the comments, write 3 short sentences about your job. For example, I work in IT, I fix software problems, I like helping people. I will read your comment and reply to help you improve. If you loved this lesson, don't stop here. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, and join our next English topic. We have more videos coming soon about travel, food, daily life, and more. Learning English should be fun, and when you learn about your life, it becomes meaningful. So don't procrastinate. Start today, speak today, improve every day.